Hello there, Pisces. It's Dadhichi here with your July 2024 forecast. I'm going to get the karmic wheels in motion. It says the format of time is not right. Let's try it now. There we go. It just wanted to be a little bit stubborn. This is an important month for you. We've talked about Saturn's transit through your sun sign for some time now. It's clear that there's been greater responsibility thrust upon you. But now we see the retrogression, the retrograde Saturn in your sun sign, and along with that, the retrograde Neptune, your ruler, also going retrograde after the 3rd. So here the retrograde movement in your sun sign is very telling, very important, because it indicates a powerful reappraisal of your own self. The question, who am I, will be tantamount at this time. And so, while this retrogression is taking place, you'll be reevaluating who you are, especially at this new moon phase on the 6th, when the triangular aspect is formed with that. New beginnings, a new you. And this is all to do with your perception of yourself. You need to be accountable and responsible for where you are right now. Any sort of evasion on that part is going to make this new chapter we're talking about here in the new moon phase more difficult. You have to be prepared to accept that right now, where you're at in your life is a consequence of the decisions that you've made. And of course, because we have this retrogression in your sun sign, the opposite sign is the relationships here. You see the moon transiting in this area on the 11th of July, moving into that opposition aspect. So this is also going to seesaw between a redefinition of yourself and a redefinition of your relationships. You can't avoid yourself in the relationship. You can deflect, you can project, which many people do, but that's ultimately not going to solve the problems that are at hand. This is very much a question of self-awareness, insight, and radical transformation based upon an initiative and a desire to do that, because you understand the importance of it in your life. And when we talk about Saturn being this planet of authority and responsibility, dominance, we tend to look at it in the light of dominating others, getting a good position, being in a position of control. When in fact, in this sun sign transit, what's happening is it's asking you to take authority over yourself, to dominate your own nature, to really direct and channel that energy into the direction that you wish it to go. So in that sense, you gain self-mastery throughout this period. The full moon will also have a great impact on you, I believe, this month. Although it's happening in the 11th house, it's going to be right there in the last couple of degrees, and it is in a conjunction with Pluto. Pluto is also retrograde in your 12th house of spirituality. So none of this self-evaluation can take place without this deeper, insightful, meditative, spiritual component being added into the mix. No satisfactory outcome can be had. You need this 12th house solitude. You need to be alone. You need to work on yourself throughout this period. This is the only way you're going to elevate yourself, restructure your life. You want long-term success. For some of you, there can be muddled thinking with Uranus in the 3rd house. Sometimes you're incapable of keeping the thoughts on one point. It's important that that discipline occur. Here we see the moon making contact on the 26th with those very two planets that have been the primary subject of discussion today. That's going to emphasize even more strongly the need, and an emotional need, because the moon is emotional, for you to go in there and not be afraid to confront that inner self. And the consequence of all of this, Pisces, is reaping the rewards of hard work. It's not just the outer hard work. I'm talking about the hard work of spiritually reshaping your being, your personality, so that you become the instrument most fit and capable of achieving the goal that you have in mind. You yourself are the instrument. Never forget that. And I don't think Saturn's going to let you forget it during this period. In any case, we have more for you over at astrology.com.au. Follow those links my assistant Kay has put in there. You'll find out more on what's going on in your life. If you wouldn't mind, subscribe. That'd be nice. Give us a big like. Let others know that I'm here talking about the karmic wheel of fortune. And I'm going to be here again next month. Love to have your company again, as usual. See you then. Look after yourselves. Bye-bye.